Much for joining us. As above, so below. We are talking about Saturn energy. Hello and welcome to my live. My name is Apostle Ely. If this is your first time in my live, I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. I do have a busy day ahead of me, but I want to come on here especially to answer a question that I've been getting on my YouTube page, and people have been sending me emails. So I want to talk about something. Y'all know on my channel, I teach universal laws, and they are applicable to each and every person, whether you're an E5, Voodoo, Santeria, or Kumi. I decided to actually go live also on TikTok today to give those that follow me on TikTok an opportunity to understand what I do and the magic that I do. Now, the reason why I say it doesn't matter what you practice in particular, because on my platform, I teach universal laws, mostly for Christians and people that are in the church, grew up in the church, and they have found themselves trying to endeavor into the ATRs. Whether that, what's up there, Keish, my Scorpio, my baby Scorpio. What's up there, Minister Madam May, my Scorpio from Louisville, Kentucky, and Mama Susan Gemini. If this is your first time in my live, what I like to do is get people to post their zodiac sign and where you're from, so I can interact with those that are coming in and are looking for what I offer, okay? One of the things that I strive to do on my channel is to give out information. I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, my rising sign is Pisces, and I don't sit here to tell grand rising to you, pretty bougie. I don't tell people how to live their life. That's not my journey. That is not my my purpose on my life. What's up, Capricorn? All right, there, Capricorn from Las Vegas. And so I give people opportunity to get to join my my YouTube page, so they can. A lot of my information is on there. Now, something I want to talk. A good day to you as well. When it comes down to magic and spirituality, that's what I do. You know, yes, I'm initiated in some of the ATR, but the thing that I practice and I endeavor to do is show people about how magic works, energy, frequency, and vibration, and giving them ability, whether they work with me or some other practitioner, that they will be able to benefit from their readings more. That they will be able to benefit from any type of conjure work or root work or mystic. What's up, Geneva? All right there. All right. So the reason why I came on here today is because I want to share something with you all. And let me tell y'all something. My destiny star sits in the house of Capricorn, and I'm very serious about my spirituality. So I give a very practical way of manner. What's up there, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi Crown? And then we got Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina. And then we got my Taurus in the house. What's up, Latar's with Cousin O? All right, thank you so much for that, Mike. Now, the reason, and I want to say first of all, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. Those are the cards that I read from. And I do that for my Christian brothers that ask me, do I read tarot? I don't read tarot, but I do read cards. I use other divinational tools. Now, I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, to those that do not know, my name is Apostle Ely. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And I have opened my platform for those that desire to learn how to practice hoodoo, voodoo, whether they're mystic, Ajay, whether they consider themselves witches, whether they are in Palo, whether they're in Santeria or Kumi. My platform is open to the ATRs, and we also practice those in our local church, okay? So just for you to know. Now, what I am endeavoring to do is to give out wisdom. I'm a Sagittarius. I have been doing magic since I was a child, okay? I didn't just start out doing magic. ATRs did not bring me into my spirituality. I was born with my gift, and I was very active even as a child. I started being taught up under the age, well, very younger than that, but I met my spiritual dad that started coaching me in Haitian voodoo at 13 years old. So I have been at this a very long time. I am 50 years old. All right. What's up there, Karen Cartwright, California, Cancer? Yes, baby. And I have been at this a very long time. Some people appreciate experience. Some people do not. Most people that get into the ATRs, whether they get offended or not, they are looking for quick fixes. They're not really looking to understand. And that's why a lot of people find themselves mislabeling, calling people scam when they don't have patience to watch the process, or they're not consistent and they do not understand how energy, frequency, and vibration works, okay? So this is why I come on my channel to share and to hopefully making it an easier process for anybody that is going to do this on a professional level, or if you're just going to go to professionals to get your work done, having a realistic idea how this works, what you should be expecting, what you shouldn't be expecting, and then getting into this for the right reason so you can get the right outcome. My mom, she's a Virgo. She always said, you start out wrong, you end up wrong. Some people feel like they can do whatever they want, no matter what the tradition is, no matter what the science behind it is, and no matter what they do. And that, sir and ma'am, is just not the truth. Now, I'm not here to offend, but I'm here to give truth to what I practice and the universal laws that apply to anybody, no matter whether you're a Tata, Mumbo, Hugon, Bokor, whether you're a Mystic, Ajay, whether you're a Mason, whether you're Eastern Star. Hey, it is what it is, okay? Now, I want to talk about, somebody asked me a question, because my form is open today. Somebody asked me a question. I still awaited my reading. I paid. You got a reading? A reading. Did you email me? Because I'm gonna say this because I don't understand, because I only readings that I do, reddish brown, I do on my live, and the only time I do consultations, that's through my website. So if you have had, because they have fake pages out there where people are personating Apostle Ely, okay? All right, so I'm not going to discount that you may have paid, but I don't necessarily know if you paid for, and on only readings that I do for $20 are on when I'm live, okay? Other than that, my consultations are $150. So if you paid that, then Minister Mario, you email Minister Mario, and we will address that and get you taken care as soon as possible. Because one thing I do is I strive to do good business, okay? So if that is the case, and hopefully you have not sent your money to somebody impersonating Apostle Ely, all right? I don't know how they're going to do that, because I'm hard to beat and hard to impersonate, but they've found ways of sending out people. They actually sent me an email for a reading, and they sent Apostle Ely email for a reading. Isn't that something? What's up, my Lydia in the house? Oshun. Now, I want to talk about this, and my subject today on my platform is trying to save $1. And this really comes from when I was younger. We moved to Pennsylvania, Chambersburg, and me and my cousin, my sister was there with me, and we were going to this place where they have the pool, and you had to pay for admissions to get into the pool. And we came up with the bright idea of sneaking in to save some money so we could spend more money eating, okay? We didn't want to spend the money on the admission. We felt like we could sneak in. We were agile enough, and we end up getting caught trying to get. And when it comes to spirituality, I have a lot of people asking me. So not only did we get caught, we got kicked out of the pool, right? And all the way home, my sister kept saying, "You trying to save $1, and now we got kicked out." She just kept. She's a Gemini. She following behind me. I was like, "Girl, shut up." She kept, "No, trying to save $1." She got home. She started talking to him, telling my mama he was trying to save $1 and got us kicked out. Okay, I get it. When it comes to spirituality, that many of you guys are asking me, what can I do on my own? Now I'm going to utilize it, and I'm going to say this like this. I have a dentist that does my work. That's like me going into the dentist's office, sitting down in her chair and asking her, because I have to have a root canal done, and sitting down in her chair and asking her, is there anything that I could do to do this root canal on my own to save $1? Okay? So she's going to look at me. First of all, Mr. Ely, do you have any experience of dentistry? Do you have the dentist tool? Have you ever done this procedure before? Do you know what this entails? A lot of times, some of you guys, I'm going to say that you just lack knowledge or training or exposure. And so you honestly may not even trying to be offensive, but you don't realize that there are certain things that you can do for yourself, like certain spiritual hygiene. But when it comes down to the heavier workings of the ATRs, and you yourself have never practiced on that level or worked with certain entities or spirits, or even have the proper guidance. That's like you asking me, Apostle Ely, what would it cost for me to become a doctor? Okay? For people to tell you on social media that you can go to any Botanica or you can go to the some people call them kitchen widget, and that you can do all these procedures on your own without no experience, without no real connection to the spirits or ancestry, and that you're going to be able to conjure and map. It's, ma'am, sir, they're not being honest with you. They're trying to make a quick buck because you're looking for a quick fix. And I try to explain people these procedures, no matter if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria. Thank you so much for the gift. It doesn't matter if you have no real training. It's just like when you get up into a relationship, you find out just because you can go out on a date, because you can be intimate with somebody, doesn't make you a husband or a wife. Doesn't mean that you're ready to run a business. Just because you can count up to 10 doesn't mean that you should be the CEO of a company. And I know this may seem as a far stretch, but that's how it sounds like to a professional that does this for a living and to serve people. Because a lot of times, many of you guys have certain expectations when it comes to conjure because you don't know the process. Do you realize that if you do not maintain a state of mind, that every time your frequency of your mind changes, you change the probability of certain outcomes. You start off believing that it's possible for you to get what you're praying for, and then somewhere along the line, you start doubting. You start second guessing. All of that affects your outcome because you are the energy or the generator in it. It doesn't matter if you're doing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Christianity. It doesn't matter if you're Ajay. What's up there, my Gemini from South Africa? What matters is that you understand that trying to save $1 is what's really causing a lot of people a lot of problems. Yes, it is hard to find somebody that's honest, that is dedicated to the practice. I get it. But it still doesn't change the fact that some of you guys, you get order products. What's up there, my eldest son, Trey, in the house? What's up, Kiara, my baby Pisces in the house? When you are getting products and you are adding other things to the products that you may purchase from me or another practitioner, you are diluting that oil, that element of whether it's incense, whatever it is that you got. And because you're trying to save it, we use the word, we're trying to stretch it. The same way that if you have a sauce and you add water to that sauce, you dilute it. You dilute its strength that it has. Every time you add water, every time you add oil or something to stretch that, you're trying to save $1, but you're not getting the full effect of that particular conjure, that particular talisman. This is the type of stuff that when you are not mentally, emotionally, and economically prepared for the work that you're asking for, this is why we have these problems. I wasted a lot of money on large creators who were fake practitioners on TikTok. People are talking. Let me say something. Let me say this, and out of respect for your statement, it is true. It is no different than people have wasted a lot of time, money going to the church. The problem is when you are asking for something and you don't realize what it takes. It's no different than you saying, just telling somebody, I'm going back to school to become a doctor. I'm going back. When you're asking for manifestation and you want certain outcomes, you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, you want to restore your relationship, you want to enhance a relationship, you want to get a relationship, you have enemies that are attacking you, and you have no knowledge of how to defend yourself. Just like you as a parent, no matter what you know and what you have the ability to do, you cannot put your experience in your child, even though you're telling them what to do. They still have to go through the process of understanding why, when, and where. That never changes. When people are spending money, let me say this to you. Just like everything else, if you are going based off of what they're saying and versus their track record, that's no different than a man telling you he's going to take care of you. He said, I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, and the mountain. I'll give you the world and all that. Now that sounds good, but that doesn't mean that he or she can actually give you that. Track record, resume, matters when it comes to spending a certain amount of money. Okay? When it comes to conjure, it don't matter if it's hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo. And let me say this again. A lot of time people say a lot of money because to somebody making $8 an hour would tell somebody making $21 an hour that they make a lot of money, when the truth is that's not a lot of money. Not to raise a family, depending if you got more than one kid, depending on what type of house, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys, because you deem certain things a lot of money and don't know what things actually cost, you, just like a man could go around and say, oh, I spent a lot of money on her, when he paid some on the rent. She said, yes, I understand. I think they have people lying about their record. Yeah, and let me say this. If you want to know, okay, I get that. That's fair for what you're saying. I got my Gemini over here in South Africa. She spent over $20,000. Like, it's real. I done spent money. So I'm not out here, and I was actually born with my giftings, and there are a lot of people that are disingenuous. And when you don't know, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just let's be honest like that. When you don't know, if it's not, you're not raised up in a family that does conjure, you don't have nobody to verify certain things, we have to pay for our learning. Let's just be honest about that, okay? But I would say this. What has saved me is being realistic about what I was looking for and what I was depending on the person to do versus where I played a part in my outcome, okay? So, what's up, Karen O'Brien? Lydia, I got you, huh? Lydia for row opening. What I don't do, because I can't speak for other people, is I do not get on social media and downgrade other spiritualists. What I try to do, because I done been on both ends of the spectrum of spirituality, I try to open everybody's mind. The practitioner, I try to open the mind of the consumer of the practices. It sounds like it's, wait a minute, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. A miracle for $20 doesn't exist. Exactly. Now, let me say this. If you are trying to do a certain level of conjure and somebody charging you $500, $1,000, $1,500, that's not real. Because just like for me to get my crownings done inside of my mouth and dental work, it costs a lot of money, and that's even with insurance. Economically, certain things should be somebody telling you they're going to give you a 2024 Mercedes Benz for $1,000. That's an alarm. Unless you're doing some type of bingo or some type of raffle or something, we all know that's not realistic. When it comes down to practice, what type of manifestation, and what I do as a practitioner, I'm not telling nobody else how to run their business. Minister Mario says row opener and stop gossip. Okay, Mr. Mario. Row opener. Stop gossip. Now, I'm going to be fair to the practitioner. I'm going to be fair to y'all that consume the services, right? Now, one of the things that I've noticed, people, especially in the church, they like to say, oh, I gave all my money to church. Which ain't true. Now, what I do on my platform and what I have done, I let the people that I service speak for me. Not my testimony. Just like in the Bible, Jesus said, the Holy Ghost gonna testify of me. He here to testify the Father. It is a good practice to allow other people that partake in your abilities and your spirit. What's up there, Curtis? That partake in your healings or whatever you offering or services that you're offering, that they talk about what you have done in their life versus you just taking the word of the practitioner. You know what I'm saying? That's no different than a man telling you who he is or what he is, or a woman saying what she brings to the table. If there is no other, what's up, my Gemini? If there's no other individual that is testifying of the goodness of this individual, male or female, then you have to take that with a grain of salt. When I have been practicing, one thing that I do is I do realize that as a practitioner, I tell people certain things and then they hear what they want to hear. I'm going to say that again. They pay their money. I tell them straight up. I try to be as upfront and realistic as possible. And then they still will walk away with what they wanted to hear. And I would have to correct them. I said, I did not tell you that. This is what I told you. This is why I like to record. This is why I like notes to be taken, because people have a tendency to want what they want in spite of what anybody says. No matter if it's even on a medical level. The doctor say take 20 pills, you feel better after taking 9 pills, you do not take the rest. Then the virus come back. A lot of people, when it comes to spirituality, that they like to do what they want to do because they feel that they can tell God, spirit, ancestors, and Kisi Loa what to do because they paid some money. And sir, ma'am, that's just not the truth. We have to petition the spirit. Just like your lawyer got to go in, present a case to the judge, and hopefully the judge or the jury sides with you. The same way a practitioner, whether they do hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, they have to go to the spirits, ask the spirits, and this is another thing that people don't consider. You're not the only one conjuring. You're not the only one praying. You're not the only one speaking those things that be not. If you and somebody else of another tradition wants the same position on the job, wants the same man, wants the same woman, wants the same outcome, everybody wants to be a millionaire, a billionaire through lotto. You're not the only one throwing that energy out to the universe. Trying to save $1 is not hey, how you doing, babe? You trying to not educate. I offer classes to make it easier for people that want to learn conjuring, even if you don't want to do it as a profession. Because the more you understand, the more you get. What's up? How you doing? The more you understand what is realistic. And this is another thing that you got, and y'all don't have this. You don't know what the person's measure of gift or their capabilities are. And the quickest way to find out what somebody has the capability of doing is listening to the type of people that come to their platform or come to their establishment or their botanica. Because all of us have certain things that we specialize in. Everybody's not good in relationship. Everybody's not good at money work. Everybody is not good at hex breaking. Everybody's not good at reading. They may be a spiritualist, but pay attention to what certain level of people that come to their establishment. I have a wide range, but I don't specialize in everything. What's up there, goddess in the house? What's up, babe? This is why I think that a lot of people, because they are afraid of being utilized. I know your instant word. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. And let me tell y'all something. I have literally had people, after doing a consultation, they say, well, Pastor Eli, I done been had. I said, listen, before you get into any of my heavier services, try out some of my products and see what it do for you. Because I can only vouch for my products or what I do. And at the end of the day, for you to feel comfortable, then other than listening to the testimonies of other people all around the world, it is good for you to try my product, and then you can sit back for $35 and say, okay, if it's conjure good, if it's incense working, if it's oils are working, or this. Now, if I want to do some graveyard work, if I want to do some courtroom work, if I want to do some heavier protection work, it's a better probability that he can actually manifest what he's talking about. I've also had people I'm just being 100 with y'all. They have other motives about being in my presence, trying to create relationships other than what it is, and that affects how the spirit works with you. Anybody that is out here, I tell everyone about you. But thank you so much, babe. Dana, appreciate that. Trying to save $1 because you don't want to get scammed seems logical, but it doesn't make you any more proficient to do the work. Trying to save $1 because somebody led you beyond their ability. One of the things that I try to on my platform, because I'd say my lives are not for cheering, is always as an adult person understand there's levels to this, and never get ahead of your skis. Never do above your comfortability or your economic ability, because at the end of the day, the Orishas don't want you to lose anything. The Nkisi don't want you, your ancestors. So some of this, you have to take responsibility of understanding where you at and what you're looking for. But when I tell certain people, if you want a stronger hand in my magic, you have to go to my cemetery work. A lot of the other things I put out, because I think about other people that economically can't afford, but I can't afford to lose because I am in business. So I'm a church, so we don't do charging, we say donations, okay? So however that works out for you. Now, one of the things that I also want to say is, in your spiritual journey, you cannot get more involved in a practice than you have the time for. I've seen people want certain things and they don't have the time to devote to the work that's necessary. Somebody can give you a diet plan. Somebody can give you a training plan. But if you don't have the time to implement it to it, you're not going to get the outcome. Well, magic energy frequency is no different. The manifestations that I get doing my work is because I give the time, the energy to that particular work. If you are out here and you burning incense every now and then, or you lighting candles every now and then, you're going to get every now and then results. That's just being honest. If you are, I'm going to say this too. This is trying to save $1. Because you don't understand how that energy works with that particular practitioner or frequency or vibration, you start talking. You cannot talk against a practitioner and think that their ancestors are going to work for you. Let me say this again. Your lack of insecurity does not justify falsifying based off of your feelings whether something is working or not, when you have not, you came into it with doubt. Like Jesus said to the woman, thy faith, woman, have made you whole. I'm not saying that you came in all guns are blazing, that, oh, I believe God, all things are possible. Because a lot of people don't realize, when you're trying to speak to mountains and cause them to be removed, they don't realize all of the energy, the ashe, the chi, the prana that goes into that. To build a successful business, to build a successful relationship, to heal yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Do I have the economics to be consistent? To eat the proper diet? Do I have the economics to burn these incense on a daily basis? Do I have the economics to cleanse my business and do washes in my business, or do certain type of conjure? Just thinking about it in those terms, trying to save money is causing a lot of people not to get certain benefits, because they believe that because they gave $1 that they should get certain results. Well, in that case, I got 20 years at UPS. Hey, Mary Bond, how you doing, babe? I have 28 years at UPS. 28 years. I do money work. Then why do I have a job? I'm an apostle, I'm a pastor, I'm a teacher, I'm an evangelist. I'm initiated into quite a few of the ATRs, and I still got a JOB. I have property, I have a website, I have other businesses, and I still have to work. I don't understand that how you believe that you're going to do money work for $20 or $30 or $40 and you're going to become a millionaire and you don't have no management skill when it comes to finances. How are you going to prosper on a job when you don't work well with others? When in order for you to get money, you don't have the personality, and you have to, in order for you to manifest, depending on what you're doing, you don't have good customer service skills. Even if you're going to go out there and do, on the street, I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, a lot of the stuff, you asking for a lot from people when you are not willing to give a lot. And a part of that is, you don't have to trust me until we work together. I have people that understand that I serve more than one person. Some of y'all get with spiritualists and they may be starting out, just like a beautician. Her prices may be one way because she don't have a lot of clientele, or he don't have a lot of clientele. But once they build up, they're scheduling. And so they're working more than one person. And when you don't understand that your particular practitioner may have a lot of responsibility, so they're working on your case, but they're not focused solely on your case unless you are one of their clientele that's economically can get their attention like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you can go and buy out Disney World for you and your child to have fun without other people interfering in Disney World. If you got it like that, if you can buy the whole top floor and you don't want nobody around you and you got it like that, hey, it is what it is. But you're not the only one that's booking a reading. You're not the only one getting money work done. You're not the only one getting candle work. I'm just giving y'all realistic. When you are doing this as a business, or you are say I'm running low on storage. Okay. What's up, Monique 444? But I came on here because not only with me, with anybody else, if y'all want honesty from practitioners, it's just like, and I'm going to say it like this. If women decided, or I'm just saying, I ain't saying women, gay, straight, or bi. If you decided that you would not engage with any man that has his pants down, if every person that wanted to date a man or be with a man decided, no, if you walk with your pants down, you can't get a date, you can't get conversation, it would change, right? If you stop walking into spirituality with the mindset of quick fix, the standard for service out of practitioners, it just so happened that I strive to have good standards and serve, but that's not every practitioner, that's not every spiritualist. But if people come in and say, you know what, this is what I can do, this is what, then I'm coming in realistic, expecting certain things. So when you are not meeting that criteria, I'm going to recognize that early in our relationship, spiritual relationship. Yeah, you can't expect immediate results. That's not realistic. Exactly. Not only that, you also, the reason why people are out there saying I have 24-hour love spells is because there are people out there looking for something instant. There are, for every supply, there's a demand. So just like on those infomercials, when you're trying to find a quick way out of the situation or the circumstances, guess what's going to happen? Them infomercials going to sound real good. When you want a quick fix in your life, all of a sudden, somebody talking about fast money, quick money, and it's going to sound more appealing because of your state of mind. And that's what I try to tell people. The whole concept about being grown is that you need to be rational about what you have the capabilities of doing and being consistent. Because it's not just being able to join where in our area a gym is called Jungle Club. You just can't be able to buy your way into the gym. You got to actually apply yourself to the trainers that are there, to the equipment that are there, and then you give the amount of time in order to get a particular outcome for you on a physical level. Spiritually, it's no different. How are you going to be able to do certain conjure on your own when you don't have the tools? You're not even initiated in those ATRs. How are you going to do what I do when you don't even have the tools? That just makes no sense. How are you going to get a UPS uniform and you don't work for UPS? But you going to steal it from somebody that work? Well, you can do that. But you illegally. So just like you can practice or try to practice by buying books, and that doesn't mean that you are voodoo or something because you bought a voodoo book. A lot of the reason why some of you guys are finding yourself in spaces because you're trying to save $1. You feel that you can do some of this stuff on your own. My mama practiced voodoo, so I'm going to practice voodoo. That's what happened with Bobby Christina with Whitney Houston. Just because your mama got it, don't mean you got it. And that's what people don't want to hear. And I'm here on my platform to give the raw dog the truth. I'm here to help you understand that if you're going to apply your spirituality and you really want to do magic, then you have to start asking yourself some real hard questions. I won't help, but can I afford help? If I get help, can I keep this up? Because when you're practicing magic, you're not the only one practicing magic. When you're trying to cleanse yourself from your enemies trying to get it back on there. Okay, I get it. I'm running low on storage. I forgot to unload my trash can for videos because I'm constantly doing videos. So TikTok, if something happens, YouTube, if something happens, it's because I'm running low on things. But I want to come on here because if I come back on here, I need y'all to understand. Some of y'all are right about how you have been handled. But some of y'all are wrong because you, first of all, you didn't do your due diligence and your basic homework. Studies show yourself approved. Spirituality is very personal. It's a personal journey. It don't matter what the ATR is. And then over a period of time, build up confidence with a practitioner. People have learned, like one of the things that I practice, if you want to follow me, is I practice earning people's trust. Because I value trust. That's me. And so therefore, over a period of time, even people that have been with me a while, they'll let me do work, and then they don't even watch as well as pray. Oh, Apostle Ely, pray for my healing. Okay, I'm gonna do pray for your healing. But then you out there eating what you want. Now it don't work like, I don't care how good your practitioner is. You play a part in your manifestation. I don't care how strong the disciples were with Jesus, but they weren't able to cast out that lunatic spirit. Just because you up on a practitioner and don't like to follow instruction and want to do what you want because you up on a powerful Tata Mumbo, Hugon, or Bokor, you still have, just like we got to follow instruction, you got to follow instruction too. It seems like sometimes the stronger the root worker is or the spiritualist is, the stronger the person is, the more foolery people do and the less consistent people are. Money does not make you consistent. Follow the instructions, obedience. Being doing what you do, acknowledging, okay, you know what? You told me not to talk to them, I was talking to them. You told me not to go over there, I went over there. Also being grown about, you know what? I went off my diet. It's not my trainer, it's not the diet. I went off my diet. And in that, just like a lot of you guys are being burnt as consumers of the ATRs, there's a lot of people that practice ATRs, including myself. We get burnt too. Because a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to be used, I don't want to be hurt, and then they end up hurting us. Same thing like in a relationship. Watch people that say they done been lied to, tricked, and all that. Because 9 times out of 10, hurt people. Broken people, break people. Okay? So spirituality, and like all I'm doing is trying to be as honest and upfront with you guys as possible so you can be more realistic and fair to yourself. Not the practitioner, but fair to yourself. And understanding that I went in there and I wasn't 100. I went in that situation and I wasn't realistic. I got you, baby. Karen Cartwright for the Guardian. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Lydia, roll opening. I have my Ogun pot down here by my desk. Lydia for roll opening. Then Minister Mario for road opening and stop gossip. But you can't think you're gonna spend $200 or $300 and you think you're gonna eat up my time and I'm gonna be out here conjuring for you. No, I don't work like that, and I ain't gonna lie to nobody and tell them I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do your work, but I'm gonna do your work when I get to it. If I have an easier day, I might do it earlier than I expected, but oh well. Okay, and then I got Guardian Angel for Karen Cartwright. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell y'all something. And from somebody that's been doing this since I was a child, it's not easy putting yourself out here on these platforms and dealing with people's problems. There ain't nothing easier about it, and trying to be consistent and giving out quality work. And that takes resources. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of people, either they can't afford the actual work they need, just like people can't afford the dental work they need, just like people can't afford the health care they need. Spiritually, a lot of times, the troubles that we have, we can't even finance those troubles. Lydia sent for road opening stuff. All right, Lydia, Oshun getting down over there. All right, now, come through now. Road opener, and stop gossip. I think I already did that. I'll do it again. She all right with me. And stop gossip. Do what you can afford to do and be consistent at it. It ain't nothing different than fasting and prayer. Ain't nothing to do in praise and worship. Whatever your thing is for manifestation, if you put the proper time in, the proper energy in, you can get a turnaround. But you cannot realistically think that somebody of my status or somebody that has a lot of God children or responsibility, that they're going to just stop what they're doing because you sent a couple dollars. It don't work like that. And like I said, what people call a lot of money to them, you know, if you want, it's just like being in a relationship after being burned. People say, well, I don't want to get in a relationship because I don't want to be hurt. Well, you're not being grown. Because nobody, can you do a reading for me, please? Can you afford your problems? That's right. Can you afford your problems? That's a message. Can you do a reading? Keish, I can do a reading for you, sweetheart, but we got to hurry up and do that reading because I don't know how much time I got on my phone. Because I don't want it to cut off on you. Okay, let me get my cards. He's the Scorpio. And the reason I say that, you guys, because in order for the ATRs to get quality people there, we have to be honest on both sides of it. And a lot of times, people, the reason why people get drawn in, because you're hurting or you're going through something. And that's just the truth. When people catch you at a vulnerable time, they can take advantage of you. That just ain't my thing. But a lot of times we get sucked in because we're hurting, we disturbed, things ain't going the way we want to, and we be trying to find solution. And a lot of times we don't do that proper research or do enough research or checking up on that individual. And I'm trying to tell you, I can tell you I'm a gardener all day long. You need to look at my garden. I'm just here to say. So when it comes to spirituality, the quickest way to figure out what that person has the capabilities of doing, you have to look at their clientele. Are people testifying or giving testaments of that particular practitioner? And what are they testifying about? Are they testifying about healings? Are they testifying about money work? Are they testifying about courtroom work? Like, what is they special? Because that'll tell you what that person's good at. Huh? Are they testifying about breaking spells or reversing things that the enemy has done against them in voodoo, Santeria, or whatever? That's what you need to be paying attention, because the people tell what that practitioner has the capabilities of doing. Don't just take my word for it. I got too many testimonies out there. But I'm also in high demand. So I'm not in a rush. And I'm not going to be rushed. Because in order to do quality work, I need time to do that work. I can't even say what's a typical good price for work, because people give out prices based on different things. You know what I'm saying? And so it's unfair to me to tell you about the prices of certain people. But I'm telling you that when it comes to courtroom work, when it comes to love work, all of that is very involved work. And if you want somebody to give up that kind of time, you're going to end up paying them. And your question when it comes to love work, it needs to be, is that man or woman worth me investing in them like that? To have somebody on that case like that? Is that job worth it for me to be able to put that kind of money in trying to get that particular job or position? And that's just being fair. If he worth it to you, it is what it is. If she worth it to you, it is what it is. But if they ain't, I can't see doing conjure work for you to go to buy here, pay here. I don't. What you lighting the candle for? All you need is a job and income. You don't need conjure. All right, I'm gonna do your reading for you, baby. Hear these words. Some people can't afford certain things, and it's okay. But what's not, you trying to save $1, you're gonna end up spending more money because stuff got to be fixed, stuff got to be cleansed. You know, just don't. It don't make no sense. Yes, there are certain things you can do on your own, but not the heavy stuff. That's no wisdom. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning this Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? What is Eridiosai? And let me tell y'all something. Don't be a type of individual that self-sabotage yourself before you even get started, okay? Because energy follows thought. And you got to understand the universal law. So not only if you're going to practice magic, it's important, but if you're going to go get magical workings done for you, it's still important. So it don't matter which spectrum you're on the end. My Cash App is $sign Apostle Ely. But I'm going to be coming on back later today because I'm running out of time. I'm supposed to be at other events right now, and I want to come and share this with you guys. Appreciation Scorpio comes up in your shadow card. Again, none va. It said appreciation, thankfulness, gratitude. These are the noble attributes that arise within me by this name. So this is just talking about being grateful and thankful. Stop overthinking, stop over processing things, and make sure your energy is being projected because you got water energy. Infused with these attributes, I retain and I enjoy all the blessings and the treasures in my life. This is a very good card. This starts talking about counting up your blessings. Then your middle card, Scorpio, my baby Scorpio, it said the power of prosperity. I know this is what you want the reading about, but it's this prosperity, the energy, the frequency is there for you to prosper. Samek Aleph Lamed. It said, I acknowledge that the light of the Creator is the ultimate source of all prosperity and well-being. And with this name, I summon the forces of prosperity and sustenance. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And ask for the strength to keep my ego in check while the other checks start rolling in. This is going on right now. Incoming, incoming, income. And then silent partner. These are all financial cards that are showing up in your reading. Silent partner. It says Yud Resh Tab. It says tithing and meditation upon this sequence of letters removes dark forces present from my earnings. So this is talking, and it's a destructive influence in my life. This is talking about protecting your finances, your finance outcome. This whole year is about doing work to keep your finances protected, not only from other people, but from your negativity. It says, it says, the light is now my silent partner. I am surrounded by endless blessings and protection. It is my partnership made in heaven. Your outcome is protection around your finances. And this year is going to be a prosperous year for you. Stop worrying about the income is coming in. And it's going to happen for you, Scorpio. Where is my card? Oh, right over here. I say to you guys, trying to save $1 is going to always cost you more in the end. And like I said, there's only so much tap dancing that a true spiritual is going to do for you to show you that they are there to help you. You know what I'm saying? You can't realistically want a grown man, woman to do all these songs and dances trying to convince you. Either you pay attention and do your due diligence on their homework and what's going on around them, or you make a decision to move on. You don't want to waste people's time and your time trying to get people to do acrobats to try to prove to you that they can hear, they can see, and all of these other things. Your them readings are always on point. I thank you, baby. Thank the ancestors. All right, but I will be back on. But I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come on this live and to share this. If you came in the middle, go back to my YouTube channel. Join my YouTube family. I have a lot of information and I have a lot of testimonials out there. If you need conjure, go to my website. All of that is out there. All right. And let me tell y'all something. People that have legal businesses and they're out there front and they're the brand or the face of their business cannot afford to have a lot of bad reports. Because that's how they make their money. That's how they make their resources. So normally we try to fix any kind of issues that go along. Like the young lady said about the reading. People that mean right, they're going to try to resolve those issues as quickly and as professionally as possible. And that's just the truth. You know, people that they hide behind certain things, I'm not saying anything wrong, but I'm just saying myself, you know, I strive on having quality and a quality name. He does great work. He helped a lady I know. Oh, thank you so much there, Or Lily. And these are the things that I say many guys, that giving energy, frequency, and vibration time to manifest is almost more important than before you even petition. It's like cooking a meal, home cooked meal. You have to give it time. If you want home cooked meals, you got to give it time. If you want real conjure, you want real spell work, real craft work, it takes time. And especially that the manifestation to last. Because if you do the work too quick, easy come, easy go. And that's just being honest, that's just being real. All right? Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to comment up under this video. Much love to each and every one of you guys, and I will see you guys later. All right? God bless you.